Currently VU2 for the gymnastics and VU1 for room 200 screens both look like this. Until I can get Siemens to fix it, I've created a workaround so you can control it manually. Basically, you're going to need to press this button here to put it into hand mode. I'll show you that in the other room. And main thing you need to know is, so here you can see the outside air dampers. This is showing basically the dampers all the way closed. This is all the way open. So for, say, gymnastics, if you set it up to be open at the end of the night, and then the morning shift sets it up to be closed, that'll bring in cold air overnight and allow it to cool off and then stay closed and stay cooler during the day. So when you come into room 222, there's this panel just right inside the door by the light switch. This is the field panel which controls the units that is currently having issues communicating with the computer. So I've labeled all of these to basically make it easier to control them. I've also labeled this down here and this down here. So this is room 100, the gymnastics, outside air damper. So right now it's been pressed in. You can see this little light over here means that it's currently engaged. The voltage is all the way up, and that means that the dampers are fully open, basically bringing in as much fresh outside air as possible. So that's how it should be set overnight. First thing in the morning, it should be turned down to there. And then that means the dampers will be fully closed. That'll keep the cold air in. Room 200, you can do the exact same adjustment. Fully open, fully closed. You can see this little red dot here. I just added a little green dot on this one, so it just makes it easier to line up and make sure you're getting the right one whenever you do these. So based on whatever the weather is doing, you might want to close this, you might want to open it, you might want to leave it halfway. And then the other thing that you're going to want to do for room 200 is, so see this one here, number 2, room 200 AC enable. So if I press that in, you're going to see this light come on over here. So that light means that it's now in hand. And see, this light over here is not lit up. So this light means it's overridden. This light is going to tell you whether it's actually engaged or not. So if I press this on the left-hand side, you heard that click over there. This light is now engaged, and that basically means that the air conditioning is currently enabled. So you're going to have to turn the air conditioning on and off manually based on what's going on in room 200, and you're going to have to open and close the dampers for room 100 in order to keep the gymnastics cool. In order to confirm that the air conditioning is running in 200, you can come over to the unit itself. This is VU1, and you can just put your hand on this pipe, and I can feel that it's very cold. And so that pipe is for the cooling coil that's inside the unit, and that lets you know that the air conditioning is running. These dampers right here is what I was referring to with the outside air dampers. So right now they're currently mixing maybe at about 40%, and that manual control that I showed you on the panel is what opens and closes those. So further open, more fresh air, but it's also more hot air if it's hot outside during the day. And hot air is going to make it more difficult for the air conditioning to work. So you might want to, you know, keep the outside air dampers mostly closed, maybe only let in about, you know, 5% airflow at most, and then you can keep the air conditioning running and keep it good and cool in there. Hope that helps. Hopefully Siemens will sort this out soon for us.